Technically, I'm homeless.
I just got a new apartment. I'm gonna leave the floor and walk around this bitch naked. Ain't nobody can tell me shit.
Hello everyone, my name is Happy Black Legend. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Yes. So, before I get into it, first of all, I have to thank my new patron, Rain. Rain on me. Rain on me, soon on me, period. We love to see it. Thank you so much, Rain, for joining my Patreon. It means the world to me. I just turned off the camera to go catch the bus, and I just got a notification that someone by the name of Isabella has also pledged to my Patreon. Thank you, Isabella. Y'all, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you would like to be a patron and get a specialized thank you for joining, please check out the link in the description below, please, because a bitch has rent to pay. And that's actually the discussion of today's video. I've been asked how I found my place, and I've been asked that a lot by different friends who are also trying to move, who also live in SoCal, and I thought it'd be good to film like a really quick video. I have to go. I have to get the bus in like 15 minutes anyway, so really quick video. Well, not 15. Anyways, a bitch has got things to do today, okay? So this is gonna be a quick little video. Oh, maybe that's why. I was wondering, like, why am I so amped up right now? The coffee. I haven't been drinking coffee like I normally do, and I literally feel like I'm on 10 right now. Anyways, so for those of you guys that have been following me on the Twitters or the gram, I've talked about it briefly on here, but my last living situation was, como se dice, ghetto. Long story short, there's no easy way to say this, so I just have to say it. Somebody tried to kill somebody where I lived previously, and my roommate had a mental situation happen, and all I'm gonna say is blood was drawn, not mine, but blood was drawn, and it was very traumatic. And long story short, I felt extremely unsafe at my last place, and I realized that I quickly had to leave. If you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, you already know that I moved to that place like February 1st. That was the day that I started living there, and I've moved out as of March 22nd. I moved out, so I was only there for like a month, 2 months, pretty much 2 months, like a month and a half and some change. And I had to move, and I found this place like in 2 weeks, in a week. So I wanted to give you guys some advice. Now, I live in California. It's very expensive to live in California. So the rent here is, como se dice, expensive also. And I hate to say this because it's like sort of associated with shitty people, but dead ass, you're going to have to manage your expectations. I currently pay $860 a month for the place that I live. It's like a little studio. This is my little kitchenette, and then I have a bathroom right here. I have a closet. I also have like my little clothing rack. Maybe I'll do like a tour one day, but also like, I don't trust y'all heifers like that, so maybe I won't, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so I pay about $860 a month. I'm not 100% sure on the square feet of this unit. I'm really not. But most people's reaction is, it's small. But it's like, yeah, but it's just me here. Like, it's just me. And I don't mind, like, it being small. I feel really comfortable and safe in here. I don't even have a mattress yet. I've been sleeping on the floor. Like, maybe I'll take a picture and show you guys. But I have literally slept better on the floor the past 2 nights than I have in my last place. So that's just the tea on that, period. I think for me, I've been homeless. I've lived in shelters. I've had to live with friends. I've lived in abusive households. I've lived in places where I would come home and like dread turning the key because I knew once I walked in there was about to be some mess. And so for me, finally having my own space as a 21-year-old, I'm sorry, this is my heaven. This really is my heaven. So how did I find this place? First of all, I knew that my budget was going to have to be $850 to like $1,000. And for me, $1,000 was at like the very top of my budget. $1,000 was gonna mean that I was gonna have to live off of rice and beans for a hot minute, you know, but rice and beans it be, like, you know. I quickly realized that I was not going to be able to find a studio apartment for $850 to $1,000. I quickly realized. Most studio apartments are gonna be like $1,200, $1,300 at least. Like, and that's a good deal, okay? Most places I was able to find for a studio, you were starting at $1,400. I just happened to come across a few that were like $1,200 or $1,300, but no. Now, I don't live in LA, but I live somewhat close to LA. I'm pretty sure that you would be able to find a studio in LA for $850, but you would not be living in LA. You'd be living in LA. Okay, so there's a difference. But that's just the tea. So if you're trying to live out your like California fantasy, this is the truth of the matter. Like, this is the reality. It's expensive to live here. It's very expensive. However, California has many great things. Vegan options. Weed is legal here. It's decent weather. It's really diverse where I live, and I love that. Not diverse everywhere though, but it's diverse where I live and I love it. Well, I quickly realized that my budget was kind of not gonna cut it, and I was starting to feel really hopeless and like disappointed. And I was talking to my coworkers about like kind of my struggles, and I was talking to my mom about it, and each and every person I talked to said the same exact thing. And here's how I found this place, okay? They told me, you need to look up Vietnamese classified ads. And you need to look up Spanish-speaking ads. And you need to go on Facebook Marketplace, and that's how you have to do it. They said, don't even bother with like apartments.com and Zillow and all that shit, because you're not gonna find something in your price range, you're just not. And once I started doing that, my luck quickly changed, and I was starting to get more responses. I was able to get more options in my price range, and that's how I found this place. I found this place listed on like a Vietnamese website. Where I live, the population is Vietnamese, like Mexican, and like Middle Eastern pretty much. It's like it's a nice melting pot. Once I started doing that, my luck quickly changed. My mom also told me, like, this is so funny because I never knew how she found the place that she lives now. I never knew how she found it, but she told me she learned the Vietnamese word for room, which is phang. And she looked up like 3 phang and whatever, and the owner of her house is Vietnamese. And what I also realized when I was looking for places was that everywhere I've lived for the past 3 years has been owned by a Vietnamese person. So I definitely would recommend, if you're trying to live in SoCal and you're trying to move to a certain area, look up the like culture that you're trying to like, look up the culture and the sort of the environment of the area that you're trying to live in, and look up ads in those languages, because when you're only looking up ads in English, you're limiting yourself to only English speaking like landlords and owners, when you really could be missing out on great properties. And that's what was happening to me. Especially for me, Vietnamese people are very, very reliable. They're very quick to respond. Even if a property was already rented, I would get like, oh, Sin Loi, this property's already rented. And I would go, okay, Cameron, like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am learning Vietnamese, so I already like knew some Vietnamese. And because I've lived in this neighborhood for like the past, I don't even know, I understand like Vietnamese culture, and I understand like the way that they communicate. So I think I had like a little bit of a leg up in that situation. But like dead ass, that's what I would do. So once I did that, actually the night that my roommate had her mental situation, we'll just call it that, the night that she had her thing happen, I was like, while she was like yelling and like breaking stuff, like right next to me, I was texting like, Xin Chao, hello, hi, Ten Toila. My name is, I am trying to find a place to live. Like, like while she's like yelling and like cussing in the background, I was texting and like, and the homeowner actually spoke French, so we actually started messaging in French for a while. So like Thursday, I messaged him. Friday, I came to look at the property. Saturday, I was approved. Sunday, I packed. And I started moving in on Monday. So that's what happened. And like I said, I paid $860 a month. I gave him a security deposit worth 1 month's rent because I wanted to show him that like I'm very serious, because I'm not gonna lie, me being 21, I did find that a lot of people were kind of like hesitant, and a lot of people questioned if I was able to afford this place, which I totally understand. So I wanted to prove myself, like I can do it, you know? So I gave him like 2 months worth of rent pretty much to show him like, a bitch just trying to move, please. So that's pretty much how I found this place. Of course, California is not the same. California is huge. And if you're trying to move to like San Francisco, rent, I think, is even worse in San Francisco than it is like in LA, SoCal. So that's a whole nother thing that I don't even know. But my too long, don't read. Here's my advice if you're trying to find a place in California. Number one, manage your expectations. Understand that you're gonna have to spend a lot of money. And if you're not able to spend a lot of money, consider moving into a bedroom instead of getting like an apartment. Bedrooms in California typically gonna be anywhere from $500 to $750 for a bedroom, and it's gonna differ on what you get. I saw some places that were listed as $750, and you got your own bathroom, but you had no access to a kitchen. And then I saw some places that were like $900, but you didn't even get your own bathroom or kitchen. So you just kind of have to look. Number two, trust the ethnic people. That's all I'm gonna say, because every single white person I reached out to, I didn't get a single response. I don't think that's because of my race. I don't know what that is, but every single white person I reached out to, zero response. Third advice, if you're trying to live under a certain budget, I would not recommend any of those mainstream like apartment finding websites. I had no luck on any of those. No luck. Craigslist, because a lot of people recommended Craigslist, a lot of people. And I love Craigslist. Do not get me wrong. I love Craigslist. I found my current job on Craigslist. I've been able to feed myself by selling things on Craigslist and finding gigs on Craigslist. I love Craigslist. But when it came to housing, I don't think Craigslist is the best option. I did try to get scammed, which was really funny. Basically, he was like, okay, once you send me the money, I'll send you the key and the lease in the mail. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. No. And then he got really mad and was like, I am a man of God. And I was like, okay, you're also a scammer, so there you go. And then the other incidents on Craigslist, I just got a lot of sexual messages because I posted an ad saying that I was trying to find a place, and I got 2 disgusting messages. So I love Craigslist. I love Craigslist, but when it came to housing, I personally had little to no luck, so I would not recommend it. Yeah, I think that's all the advice I can give you is manage your expectations, realize the price range in California it's not where it's, you know, manage your expectations, hit up those ethnic people. What I'm trying to say is don't limit yourself to English speaking ads. Look up, look up Spanish words too for room and bedroom. Get on Facebook Marketplace. Like, I feel like it's so much easier to deal one-on-one with a person than it is like an apartment corporation. And then that's my advice. That's my honest to God advice. Stay patient, but stay persistent. I pretty much every day from work for 2 weeks straight would come home, get on my laptop for 2 to 3 hours and just look up places. I would call people, I would text them. I will say that I found out of all of the different forms of communication, texting was the best. I don't know what that's about, but like every time I texted somebody, I normally got a response, even if the place was already rented. So yeah, so if you're trying to move to California, that's my advice for you. If you're not trying to move to California and you just watch this video, thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, a huge thank you to the sponsors of this video, which are my patrons and my YouTube members. Like I said earlier, if you wish to become a patron or a YouTube member, please check out my Linktree link in the description below. Or if you would like to give one-time donations, that's also really appreciated. I also want to say to everyone who like messaged me over the course of this like crazy experience of me living in that house, thank you so much for all of your well wishes and everything. I honest to God feel like because I had so many people like rooting for me, I feel like it gave me like some good energy. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I just want to say thank you to everyone who showed me some love and support over the past 2 weeks, because a bitch was fucking going through it. I was going through it. Not it, I was going through it. Okay, so thank you. I'm gonna get going. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, y'all. Bye.